Boomer. Sooner, everybody. You guys know me. I am Harry James. All right, well, let's go. It's the SEC Championships. Oklahoma is in a bracket with South Carolina, Kentucky, Oklahoma themselves, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Georgia, Arkansas, and the Texas A&M Aggies, the Farmers. All right, guys. We'll tell you what you need to know, who's got the buys, who doesn't have the buys, all that and more. Coming up next, right here, 1982 Boomer Sooner. Do not go away. Boomer Sooner, everybody. Think you guys know me. I'm Harry James. Well, it's coffee time. 11 a.m. Early brackets. That's the bracket that Oklahoma gets. They're going to get the early bracket. At least it's the second of the early bracket. They don't have the early bracket. They will have the second match of the morning session, first session of the night, of the day in Greensville, South Carolina. Bon Sawyer's Wellness Arena for the SEC Championships. That's an 11:30, 12:30 game, roughly. Thursday. That will be Oklahoma's first game. They don't know who they're going to play yet. Let's get there when we get there. Here's what you need to know. The double buys. The 1 seed and the 4 seed. The 1 seed is South Carolina. No doubt about it. The 4 seed, Kentucky. That's what made the pink out game so huge that we lost. The Oklahoma didn't play well in the first quarter and that they could have taken that double bye. Instead, they get the 5 seed and the single bye with Vanderbilt or Vanderbilt, whichever one you prefer. And then the single buys are Tennessee with Georgia, Arkansas, or Arkansas, and for Texas A and M and the Farmer Girls. From the Farmer Girls at the bottom to South Carolina on the top. Let's start there. 1 seed South Carolina. And the Gamecocks. They had a great year. 27-3. Just 14-1 in conference play. The one loss was to Texas, so that wasn't their best win. What was their best win? The next best team on the docket, LSU, got them 66-56 in South Carolina, under the leadership of one Dawn Staley, a 1992 grad from the University of Virginia, in her 17th year with South Carolina. Double scoring leaders for South Carolina. Number 8, Joyce Edwards. Number 12, Michaela Wiley. Joyce Edwards first, averaging 13.0 points per ball game, 4.9 assists, 4.9 rebounds, and 2.1 assists, 1.2 assists. 30 games. Played in all 30 games, did Edwards. While number 12, Militia Wiley averages 11.9 points per ball game, 2.9 boards, and averaged out the same 2.9 assists per ball game in 30 games for South Carolina. Next up on the winning bracket side, the winning brackets, or the top bracket, the double bye brackets, I should say, for Kentucky. Fourth seed Kentucky. 24-25 season, 22-6, 11-5 in conference play. They took care of Alabama, 65-56, under their leadership of their coach, Kenny Brooks. 1990 run grad from James Madison, and is in his first year with the University of Kentucky. Scoring leaders for Kentucky: 3, Georgia Amora. Oklahoma knows how good she is. And 13, Clara Strack. Georgia Amora, if Oklahoma fans need a reminder, in conference, or overall averages 18.8 points per ball game, 2.1 rebounds, and 6.9 assists in all 28 games for Kentucky. Well, Clara Strack averages 15.3 points per ball game, 9.5 boards, 2.7 assists, 28 games for Kentucky. So played in them all, both of them. The double buys. First, double buy, of course, 5 seed Oklahoma. This season, 23-6, 11-5 in conference play. Best win, Alabama, 91-84. Their head coach, Judy Baronchik, 2004 grad from Iowa, and is in her 4th year with Oklahoma. Double-figure scorers, number 52, Reagan Beers, and 12, Peyton Verhulst. 52, Reagan Beers averages 17.6 points per ball game, 8.9 rebounds, 1.1 assists, 27 of the 29 games for Oklahoma. Peyton Verhulst averages 15.3 points per ball game, 5.8 rebounds, 3.8 assists, but participated in all 29 games for Oklahoma. The final double by team, Vandy or Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, 21-9, 8-8 in conference play. Their best win, you guessed it, Alabama, 66-64 at Alabama, by the way. Their head coach, Shea Ralph, is a 2001 grad from the University of Connecticut and is in her 4th year with Vanderbilt. Scoring leaders. Guys, here we go. Our side of the bracket has Michaela Blakes and Camille Pierre. Michaela Blakes averages, ready? 23.3 points per ball game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 30 games participated in for Vanderbilt. While Camille Pierre also averages up in the upper 20s, averages 20.8 points per ball game, 9.6 rebounds, 2.2 assists, and 29 games for Vanderbilt. Now, this tells you how deep the conference is. Now, single buys, that's what they get. Here with Tennessee, I guess 5 through 8. So that 5 and 8. So this one is not a bye. They have to play in them all, and their best win is awesome for Tennessee. Speaking of Tennessee, let's talk some Tennessee hoops. 9th seed Tennessee, 21-8, 8-8 in conference play. You ready? Their best win wasn't even in conference. It was a non-conference. An 80-76 win over the Huskies of Connecticut and the women of Connecticut. Oh, yeah. That's a good win for Kim Caldwell. Glenville State grad, 2011, and is in her 1st season with the University of Tennessee. Now, this version of UT has 2 players that average double figures, 55, Talacia Cooper, and 0, Joel Spear. Talisia Cooper averages 16.7 points per ball game, 5.6 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 29 games for Tennessee. While Jewel Spear averages 13.2 points per ball game, 3.0 rebounds, 1.7 assists, playing in 27 of the 29 games for Tennessee. Next comes the Georgia Bulldogs. 12th seed, 12-18, 4-12 in conference play. Their best win is at Tennessee. Buzzer beater against the aforementioned Tennessee Volunteers. 72-69 final. Their head coach, Katie Abraham Henderson. 1999 grad from Iowa. Third year with UGA. Double figure scores, 0. Trinity Turner and 10. Damari Floney. Trinity Turner first, averages 12.2 points per ball game, 4.0 rebounds, 2.8 assists, playing in all 30 games for Georgia. Well, Damari Floney averages 11.4 points per ball game, 1.9 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 30 games participated in for Georgia with Georgia. Next, the Razorbacks of Arky, Arkansas. 13th seed, 10-21 overall, 3-13 in conference play. Their best win this year, non-conference tilt with Boston College, 75-54 in the SEC ACC Challenge. Their head coach, of course, we all know, Mike Neighbors, 1993 grad from Arkansas, and is in his 8th year with his alma mater. Of course, we all know who the leading scorers are. We all know who one of the two leading scorers are. Izzy Higginbottom. Oh yeah, Higginbottom leads Arky on Saul in scoring with the help of one Kiki Smith. All right, guys. Well, Izzy Higginbottom averages 23.9 points per ball game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.7 assists, playing in all 31 games for Arkansas. While Kiki Smith averages 10.4 points per ball game, 1.9 rebounds, 2.0 assists, 26 games for Arkansas. And finally, the final part to this madness of SEC and this side of an 16-team bracket. This one, Texas A and M. That fighting Aggies, 10-18, 3-13 in conference play. Best win was a home game against Kentucky, 61-55. Their head coach, Joni Turner, 2001 grad from Alabama, is in her 3rd year with A&M. Double figure scores, they don't have any for A&M. They've been decimated by injuries, but they do have a couple of good players to watch out for. 24, Sahara Jones. 13, Jada Malone. Sahara Jones, number 24, averages 9.9 points per ball game, 7.1 rebounds, 1.9 assists, playing in all 28 games for A&M. While 13, Jada Malone, averages 8.9 points per ball game, 5.0 rebounds, 0.7 assists, 28 games for Texas A&M. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Had fun with this super long preview. And that's only half of the SEC. Can you believe that? Think about the other half. You got Texas over there, Alabama in the nightcap, just to name a couple. Oh. Thanks. LSU, by the way, over there too in the nightcap. All right, guys, thanks for watching. You guys know me, I'm Harry James. Catch this and all my other videos on YouTube, 1982 Boomer Sooner. Also, Twitter, The Hype Man Harry, or on the YouTube, 1982 Boomer Sooner. Also, Patreon, Harry James Taylor. All right, guys, thanks for watching it. I'm out of here, guys. Boomer! Enjoy the SEC Championships. On the women's side, at least.